Please have some pizza. It's not going to eat itself. Don't be bashful, hungry students. So I said, come to eat. All right, we're going to get things started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Those of you joining us online, those of you here at UHV, we're very excited once again to have Innovation Collective here and to present Coffee and Concepts here at UHV. Some people ask, do y'all do Coffee and Concepts at other places and times? The answer is yes. In fact, Carissa just, I think, left one from this morning. She does. So we try to bring some of these events to UHV for faculty, for staff, and especially for our students. If you were here with us last month, it was a really fantastic discussion. We had a lot of students here and a lot of great exchanges and a lot of connections made. Some people left that with new ideas, new connections, new people in their lives that they didn't know. So we want to continue that same trend. We've got a lot to talk about today. I wanted to start, and I'll introduce Carissa here in a second and she can come and talk, but there's a lot of things going on in the community. And I have some photos to kind of show you, and Carissa can kind of do a little bit of show and tell in terms of telling you about all these awesome things that are going on in the community. And so I'm going to ask her to come up, and there's some photos here that hopefully you're seeing on your screen now, and she's going to tell you a little bit about it. But I want to introduce the director of the Innovation Collective here in Victoria, the community lead, Ms. Carissa Winters. If you haven't met Carissa, you need to meet Carissa, right? She is one that will absolutely call you back, email you back, follow up with you, connect you to the right kind of people. So please take advantage of this great opportunity. And I know there's a lot of people joining us online. We'll make sure to have that contact information available for you. But I want to invite Carissa up to kind of give you an update what's going on with Innovation Collective here in Victoria, some of the fascinating projects that are going on, some of the entrepreneurs, that you can get a little taste of that. And then maybe she'll talk a little bit about the Think Big Festival that's also coming up. That's a great, great opportunity. So let's welcome her up, and she'll talk to us and then tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here on the screen. Let's give a big hand for Carissa Winters. All right.
Hi everybody, Carissa Winters here. I'm the community lead for Innovation Collective. I'm so happy to see all of you here, and I know some people are just messaging me. If you saw me on my phone replying, they're like, where is this? I'm like, in the building with the Chick-fil-A at UHV. But I'm really happy all of you could make it in person and then online here. I appreciate you being here. And the photo that you're looking at, this is really exciting because it is actually a robotics team that we have here in Victoria, Crossroads STEAM Alliance. They're now using the Innovation Collective Den downtown to build and test these robots. They have won awards, which has been really amazing. And these are all kinds of different people coming together, working on this and doing these challenges. And it's really neat to see them winning the awards that they are, because it's a big deal to be in competition with some of the top teams. They're also sponsored by like NASA, Dow, different big companies. So they took something that didn't really exist here in Victoria and they've made it not only into something, but an award-winning team. So I'm really excited for them because they're gonna have a lot of, oh, here, let's go to the next slide. A lot of really great things happening in the future. And if you come to our Think Big Festival, you're actually going to see them demonstrating their robots that they've built. And you'll hear me talk a lot about the Think Big Festival because it's coming up April 25th, 26th, and 27th. The 25th will be where you can meet and greet our speakers. We fly industry experts from around the world here to meet you guys and talk with you, and you can learn with them. Think about a mastermind, but even more than that, because they're accessible. And we had Susan Palin, for example. She worked and created Beats by Dre headphones, things like that. So we have really amazing people in all different walks of life and careers as well. And then on Friday, we're going to have our tech carnival. So that's going to happen from 5 to 8 p.m. and you will see the robotics team there, as well as many other people in our community who've invented things. We have everything from university students, teachers, as well as community members, VISD students, and everything in between, showing off things that they've invented and created. And then we also we'll have drones and robotics, you know, everything. So please come check that out on Friday from 5 to 8. Then Saturday, the speaker series, that'll happen from 1 to 5:30 with a pub crawl after. If you're interested in that, please reach out so that I can set you up with tickets, because it is a ticketed event. I'll make sure that, you know, you get in, and that is at no cost for you being part of, you know, UHB and all of these great things. So right here, you're looking at one of the robots, the award-winning robots that they built. They came together, they made this, they have competition. And one of the huge things that I learned from them is this term called gracious professionalism. I really like that, because if they're in competition and someone else's robot breaks down, for example, they stop what they're doing and they work together with that team to help them fix their robot. Because if they win, they want to win against someone at their best. And I really took a lot away from that, because when we're doing businesses or we have a job, whatever we're doing, a lot of times we're taught in competition that, you know, we want to win at all expenses. And that's not true. I want to win if I'm in competition against someone at their best. And I also want to be gracious and kind when I'm competing. So I really like that they teach things like that. And it's teaching our community as well, the robotics teams, things that they learn. And I really want a lot of people to take that away from this. So those have been some really cool things that we have going on.
Yeah, it's just amazing how Carissa has been such a spark for so many new projects and innovations. People who have all these dreams and things in their head, Carissa's been one to kind of help unlock it and make those dreams come true. So it's been a very exciting partnership for the last 3 years with Innovation Collective, especially to see our students here at UHB who are so much entrepreneurs, who have so many great ideas. I see Casey back there, right? The case in point, right? Where you have so many students who have a lot of things that they're thinking about, just need somebody to help unlock that. So all of these things are just so marvelous. So Carissa, it's our favorite time in Innovation Collective Coffee and Concepts. Carissa now is going to come to you and she's going to ask you about what kind of things you're thinking about, what your goals are. And maybe you're a freshman and you don't have necessarily a lot of things going on, but just talk about your career plans and your dreams and your hopes and all that. So I'm going to change cameras, Carissa, so we can go to that. Let me make sure I'm doing this right here. Okay.
And no idea is stupid or ridiculous. Trust me, sometimes those ideas that people think are that make the most money. Look at Elf on the Shelf, right? Like it's an elf that sits on the shelf and watches kids. That sounds crazy, right? And a little creepy, but it works. So just know that anything you're thinking of or you want to work on, that's what we do, is we can hatch it out and make real-time connections to help you actually move that along. So if you could please introduce yourself and tell us what you do, what you're working on.
Hi, my name is Jay Stokers, and I run Prosperity RV. It's an RV repair service. We go to each location on site because a lot of people live in their RVs, can't be moved, or they don't want to live in a hotel for 6 months. So that's what I do, and my goal here is to just try to meet people in the community and honestly to kind of run some of the riffraff out of town that like to charge people for doing stuff that they don't actually do, or just overcharging people in general because I work in the niche industry. So that's what I'm here for.
And that's awesome. My dad actually recently sold his house and moved to an RV park here, and he loves it. So I'll give him your information and let him know, because I know with RVs, especially if they're sitting there, he's not going to move it. And so there's a lot of things as they age, as you know, that go wrong with it. Like his refrigerator goes out, those go out all the
They don't
time.
even have to age for that.
Yeah, those isn't that weird? They just don't work. He put a real fridge in there. He's like, I don't want this RV fridge. So you know. So I'll make sure to get, do you have a card or anything on it? Okay, perfect. I'll give your information to them. They're out there at that dad's on the park. So you know that place? Yeah. All of his homies are there now. They're all buddies. So thank you.
Hello. Hello, my name is Matthew. What I do right now is just work in retail. I've been working there for 6 years or so. That's all I know, just working at that place at HEB. And right now I'm just work, eat, sleep.
What are some of your goals?
Oh,
Not goals.
and well, I'm in school for in pursuit of my bachelor's. And from there, just see what I can do with it and hopefully do something good with it.
Yes. Any ideas what you might?
I
You'll
really
find out today. Maybe if someone
Oh,
says
yeah.
something today.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Well, welcome. Then.
So what are your hobbies? What kind of things are you into beyond just working at HEB? Do you like video games? Do you like being outside, sports? Do you like art?
I don't really go into anything like that. I just like, just keep to myself, just work, pretty much. That's pretty much me.
Hey, I understand that. I'm very much like that too.
Okay, good. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Good for
But
you.
maybe we can figure out something with your schedule to get you involved in some things in the community and, maybe find something that you like, that you're into, that you had no idea, right? All right, cool.
Excellent.
You never know. We're gonna connect you too. I know because it is hard when you're going to school and you're working full time to kind of make connections with people, make friends, right? Because you're just doing all the things all the time. So this room is great because everybody's friendly. That's the only rule we have here, guys. Be nice, be kind. Nice meeting you. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
My name is Tim. I was here for the last couple of months. Yeah,
Remember,
it's just because I'm just still a very new student here. Haven't been working on much. I've been trying to get into internships around the country. Since you're an international student, you don't have anything. All you can rely on is experience and skills. There's not much that you can do. So that's why I'm looking for experience, maybe internships, maybe job opportunities.
in what field?
I'm currently studying computer science. Yeah. But I'm also interested in anything that's related to math or statistics.
Okay, so if you guys know of any opportunities for jobs in the community, internship, job kind of opportunities, please reach out to me and I will connect with him to let him know. And I'll also start asking around for you too.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, for sure.
Cybersecurity, is that something you're interested in? Maybe because Carissa might have somebody in her own.
My brother owns a cybersecurity company.
That'll be great.
Okay, cool. I'll have y'all got your meet for coffee or something up here.
Yes. Thank you. I just filled my information sign sheet.
Perfect, perfect. I will give it to him.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Drum roll, please.
Oh, God.
Your mom, as his mom calls him, the star child.
Hi, my name is Casey Schultz. I've been a ghost recently, but I'm a long time ago with the Innovation Collective. I kill bugs. That's kind of my thing. I run a multi-million-dollar sales team through Alta Pest Control. We're one of the fastest growing pest control companies in the United States. We recently got a really big investment, and so I'm helping manage an office in Knoxville, Tennessee this year. So going up there in 2 weeks. Then I also own Smart Automation. We're a small-scale advanced robotics development company, actually here at UHB. We're kind of the creative center, but I'm kind of been off that recently. Also, I own a business called 5-7 and Sector 7. It's military simulation and training. We're based out of Guero with that company, and yeah, I do like aerospace.
You don't, you barely do anything. What are you talking about?
Can you talk a little bit about your training? Because Casey, a lot of students are maybe where you were 2 or 3 years ago, starting this kind of journey. And what advice do you have for them in terms of what you got out of Innovation Collective and what helped you the most?
Got to sit next to Gwen Shotwell at an event, had a snake
I
sex.
got to the party.
Got you there, good party, but yeah. Astro.
At the end of the day, there's 8 billion people. If one connection doesn't work out, then another one will. just, you know, in the door-to-door sales industry, you're gonna get 100 no's to a single yes. So just go knock down that door. Just shoot your shot. If someone doesn't take your offer, then somebody else will. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta do something. You just gotta keep pressing forward. Someone will have some sort of avenue for you. You just have to go find your sale.
Excellent. And you, I think, are a great example of hustle. Well,
I haven't done public speaking. in a
you're
long
doing
time.
great, but you hustle, you put in the work, put in the time. You're not too good to do anything, so you're a great inspiration to think a lot of.
I've been at it for 5 months. I really started working on my Milsom business, and we acquired 40 acres. We have, we're under review through the Victoria Police Department to have an information booth at Turkey Fest. We have a booth at an event called Palooza, the largest North American distributor.
I want to think big.
Huh?
Think big.
I already got all of my time off.
I figured it, yeah, I know.
I work.
He works a lot.
When do you sleep?
What's that?
Well, good to have you back. Thank you for.
Glad you're here, thank you. Hi, how are you? I like the wig, I was thinking that, I was like, that is cool, let's do that.
She brought her own.
That makes it so much more fun. I think we should all just have a dress up concept.
Oh, that really?
That's gonna be the photo that I want from this.
So this is 70s Day here during homecoming, so I thought I would usually do Christmas stuff.
It's cute, I love it.
So my name is Elena Torres, and I am one of the counselors here at Greenfield Housing Center. And love what I do. I tell people it's awesome to get paid for what we love to do. It's my passion. I've also, my husband and I own a business. We are, independent consultants with Avid Energy, and so always trying to find people to help them save money on their electricity. Not something I have done. I've done other multi-level marketing businesses. Not good at sales, like what you said. Knock on 100 doors when you get one. I don't have that kind of patience or endurance. And I am doing a little bit of private practice with counseling through a company called Headway, where all the people I'm seeing, like after hours, whatever, are referrals from someone else. Someone loved me, and some people, even students that I saw here, graduated, moved on, and then like I said. So that's another business I'm kind of growing. My husband owns 3 businesses, so he's very much business-minded. But I just wanted to come and listen to others.
Well, I don't want to put a label on this spot, but talk about a staff person who really is here for our students.
I mean, look how she's like, I'm doing the thing for you
She's all
guys.
in, and seriously, we're so blessed to have her there. That's one, and look at her hair. So, thank you so much for coming. All right.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just kidding. My name is Cindy Lowell. I am a student success advisor in the Success Center. So I work with a lot of our students, especially freshmen and sophomore level, but I also have a lot of student interaction. So I am here today. I do not own a business. I have big goals, but not to own a business. I'm actually here today just to learn a bit more on how I can refer students to this program, and also just learning more about our students. So like how one is looking for an internship, what we can do to better our services to make sure that that's happening. So that's why I'm here.
That's great, but you said you have big dreams and goals. It doesn't have to be to own a business. What are those?
Oh gosh, so my real goal is just to be a cat lady and save all the cats.
I write books about caticorns, literally cat unicorn butterflies, and add cat named macaroni. Love
Save
it.
all the cats, but also just a dedicated higher education professional. So that's why I'm here.
She won't toot her own horn, but I will. So when she says professional, she is every bit of a professional. She's a transformative professional. She's been working on a program that some of you students, and I think others have heard of, our peer mentoring. And she has absolutely transformed this program, where we have new peer mentors, new opportunities for students who are struggling. And before long, she'll probably be president of UHB, and we'll all be working for her. So remember Kendall Aguro, remember that name, because she is somebody who is absolutely transforming lives. Thank you, Kendall, for being here, seriously. Speaking of transforming lives, let's go to Lou.
Isn't he the best hype man? We all need a Woodrow in our garden.
Hi, I'm Lou Zanini, and I am a professor here in the College of Education at UHB in Educational Leadership. I also have the privilege of serving as the university's authorized trainer for the Arbinger Outward Mindset process, and I'd be glad to talk to any of you about that. I'm here today for the first time. I've been following this online over the course of the years, and I'm seeing 1973 being celebrated. That was my first year teaching. Okay, so I'm 1,000 years old. However, it has been fun being in the educational leadership program because we are taking an entrepreneurial look at how we do educational leadership. And we are opening new programs and some new methods of delivering services that reach the community. We have a partnership here with Victoria ISD, and we're training right now a dozen of their future administrators who will get their master's degree in less than a year and be ready for their certification. So we're doing some new things and some kind of different things so that the getting 100 no's to the yes, I'm familiar with, I started in sales. And so it's interesting. And what I would really like to do through today, if I can, is just to start to hear a little bit more of how we as a university and how my department, especially the leadership department with our organizational leadership master's degree, can better serve the community, better connect with our community. We're a resource and we've got some good things we can offer, and we just want to try to do something. So that's my view.
So what are a few of the things that you offer, so we know?
What we offer is the opportunity to advance through the organizational leadership degree. You can get your master's in educational leadership, but you can choose the area where you want to work. So we train people who want to work with nonprofits or for educational environments, people who want to go into businesses but not with a business degree. We focus very much on the leadership side of it and looking at that kind of outward mindset leadership that allows us to think about other people's, and as we meet their needs, we also can achieve our own goals. So we're trying to work with people to get them to listen better, to hear better, to talk with each other better, and to serve others. And I think that by opening that door, we truly open the door to leadership, because those are the people want to follow.
Well, I think there's not anyone who doesn't need to connect with you guys and what you do and learn about how to be a leader. And I love what you said about business without a business degree, because there's so many people who do business, but a business degree isn't quite their thing, and they do need to learn how to be a leader. That's the biggest part of failure that I see in businesses, is that people are trying to lead without knowing how to be a leader, because they've never actually educated themselves. It's not just like you go run people in a company or for your business. There's a skill set to that, and that is very important, and it's a first step too. And then educating yourself also about the business aspect on things. But I love what you said about leadership. That is so imperative.
Well, I appreciate your comment on the importance of leadership in business. I started off in business. I started teaching, went into business. I've been in business for a number of years, probably 20 years of my career. And what I've taken out of business, I think, enables me to be a better leader and a better educator. And it also helps when I'm mentoring. I do work with young men and enjoy mentoring, and so that also has been part of it. So I want to but just a little bit more about that. So it's a great opportunity.
Well, I think it's fabulous, because most people leave their jobs. Actually, it's not the low pay, if they're getting low pay. It's lack of leadership or terrible leadership. That is why most people leave. So that's why when we're talking about retention and how that's an issue, it stems from bad leadership. And that's what I tell most companies. So here's fun. Thank you.
So Lou mentioned something very key. I don't know if y'all heard it, about understanding the needs of other people. What are the needs of other people? And then as a business person, as a professional, how then am I going to create something that responds to those needs? And that's what it's all about, right? In Casey's case, he saw a need for X, Y, or Z, created business, filled need. Now he's doing expos all over the world, right? Okay, not quite it, but it all starts with needs assessment, and so you have to listen to people. Escuchen, por favor, right? And Lou, you won't toot your own horn, but I will. There was a need in this community, there was a void for the Diocese of Victoria, which has a number of Catholic schools, as y'all know, and not just Victoria, but all over the region. They didn't have leadership training for their professions, specifically their principals, their high echelon staff. And Lou custom made a program based on what those needs were. And now they have a program with a cohort, and we had our first graduating class this last semester. And this is a thing that didn't exist before, but it all stemmed from what are the needs, how can we respond to those needs, and then create something that helps, and then it helps the entire community.
That was the goal, and that's what we think came out of it. We were excited. It was great fun. So it was good to be able to be part of that.
And you're going to be a big part of Innovation Collective, everyone in this room, and you too, what you do, because that's the missing links to this, is we've built it up, people know what it is, we have people doing amazing things, creating products, businesses, just making friendships, connections, whatever it may be. But these are the pieces we need to add to the puzzle to make it successful. We're only as successful as the people that are involved, right? And all of us play a part, and every part is just as important as the next. So I really appreciate all of you being here. People always say, oh, you know, that was great. Like, you don't understand. You're filling my cup up, and this is the best part of my day, and to see everyone connect. So thank you. The leadership stuff gets me all jazzed up. And also wanting to work with students and helping them grow. That's amazing. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and people online. My name is Idris Alzada, and I don't know if you call me a freshman. I'm here on dual credit. I'm a senior in high school, actually. So one thing about me is I'm a really big video gamer.
Yeah.
I'm really into technical stuff, and as you said, cybersecurity. I was actually considering going into that field, and I was actually looking for resources and people and information to further expand my knowledge in that area. Because
Put your information on there?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I can have my brother and his company reach out to you too. I think it's really important that you reach out to people who are doing what you want to do or have gone where you want to go. And at your age to recognize that and to be doing dual credits, that's amazing, phenomenal. And the video game thing too. I've actually been thinking about, because I own a toy store in town, I've been thinking about putting some video games and doing a vintage video game. My son collects like all the old video gaming systems and is learning how to repair them and do all this stuff. And I thought it would be so cool to just play vintage video games, talk about the technology with it, and then also just have tournaments. And there's also big e-gaming. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but there's a lot of e-gaming going on right here at UHB.
So what
Yeah,
exactly is-
esports.
Oh,
Yeah,
esports.
esports.
That's right. So how?
We will get you in touch with them.
I don't know if Randall is on this or Don Jerkowski. Those are two people we could put you in immediate contact with. And Randall, you know, I'm talking about Randall Dawson, fantastic. He can really get you, because he just, I mean, he's going all kind of places with this stuff. He's sports.
Yeah, they started it, yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting. So yes,
So, do y'all know like specifically what kind of games they play in esports?
I could lie and say that Pac-Man.
I think it's a mix from what I could understand, but I mean, that's becoming big here. So we'll get you in touch with them and you can get all the details on that too.
The really good ones, Israel. I think it's whatever that's going. Okay. Thank you, Israel.
Thank you. Well, hello. This is my best friend and also boss lady over here.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kim Hodgeby, and I have a couple of giveaways. But I'm going to see, does anybody know what HotWorks is? Anybody? You heard of HotWorks?
HotWorks?
No? Okay, well, I've got a lot more marketing to do, obviously. We are opening this summer. We are a 24-hour infrared fitness studio. You will actually do your workouts in infrared saunas. through virtual instructors.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's 600 open nationwide, actually throughout the world right now. So it's the largest growing fitness brand, I think, ever, honestly, for a franchise. And so we will bring one to Victoria here this summer. We'll start launching and offering some memberships and availability here within the next few weeks when we start construction. We will be by Academy. And yeah, this is my current business venture, but I've owned other businesses and other franchises. So if anybody has any questions about franchising and how that looks and how you might want to choose that versus just starting your own business from scratch, I'd be happy to answer your questions.
Awesome.
And she's not tuning her own horn. I'm gonna do a Woodrow move right now. She's not tuning her own horn, but I'm gonna do it for her. So she actually broke tons of records and had super successful franchise. You know, she's amazing. So if you have any interest in that, please get with her and just business knowledge. Pick her brain because she's done more than that. She has all kinds of experience and all kinds of careers. So she's a good one that's willing to mentor.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you were born and raised in Victoria. So you kind of understand Victoria a little bit and what works and what doesn't.
Yes, actually, I moved here when I was 4, so,
Okay.
you know, went to OLB, St. Joe, went to Victoria College, ended up going to Victoria College half the time and A&M half the time, and got my degree from Texas A&M.
Well,
Yes. I didn't do that. And so I know how it is to be a student and working full-time, and I was actually a single mom at the time as well. And so I have other experience, like she said, besides just business, but general life and just trying to grind through it and figure out the direction you want to go. I was the director of marketing for Victoria College. I worked for nonprofits and currently being asked to serve on the board for CASA, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm just have only been back in the community like full time really, because I was in Fort Worth part of the time, the past couple of years. So I'm starting to get plugged back in and looking for any way I can help.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Great, great to have you back. All right, who else? We got the whole table over here. Sorry.
Traffic jam.
I'm Alex or Boots. I'm I guess my normal day job. I'm a content writer, a radio producer, and then I also have a project I'm doing on the side. I'm building a mini truck for snacks.
Wow.
Like Asian snacks or stuff like that. And also, I always come to these meetings, whether it's the ones in the morning or here, depending on the vibe of my issue. When I have an issue or I need inspiration, and right now, I've been working on my organization skills because I'm very scatterbrained and I have to do one task at a time. It's or I don't give 100% to everything. And so I was told to start getting like a planner and kind of writing things down and putting tasks like that, which I've been doing. But I'm having still a little bit of an issue. So organized business people, I need you. Because I'm also on the side, I manage a couple of social media accounts for different people or businesses, and it's starting to get a little. I'm having a lot of ideas for these businesses, but I'm not like it's a lot. I don't know how to organize things to have like a more professional like consultation and things like that, and get my thoughts more organized to actually talk and sit down with the client.
Do you have an AI app? This is what AI is a great tool for. You literally ask it that and then put all the tasks in there.
Yeah.
And then ask it how to present it, but also putting a timer when you have all those tasks because it's overwhelming. Set a timer. I'm going to spend this X amount of time on this. That way you're not overwhelmed in the micro task, and then do it like what's the most important to the least important and focus on that. Unless it's a menial task you can get done really quickly. But realize a lot of business people are not organized. I know I probably shouldn't be telling you that, but I'm gonna be honest. I just don't want you to be so hard on yourself, because we look at people with businesses and we think they have it all together. No, they don't. On the outside, it looks good, but on the inside, it is not that good usually. But it's good to be transparent with people about that. But there are tips and tricks. What may work for one person doesn't work for another. I'm curious, because you teach business and stuff, do you have, I see you shaking your head, do you have any tips that she may be able to use that'll help her with maybe getting organized or implementing things?
I think you've already given the best tips. In terms of time management, your best job is always to make a short list and keep it short, because anything 10 items or more, you're not going to get to. Realize that when you get into your work situation, especially if you are actively managing personnel, your time isn't yours. It is now owned by the business. Go in with a plan. What's the most important thing? What's the next most important? What's the next most important? And attack in that way. If you tend to hyper-focus and spend too much time on a given task, which I do because of ADHD, set the timer. Perfect example of what to do. Just, and limit yourself. And by knowing that you've got that time limit, you tend to bring it in a little bit tighter, and it helps you stay organized. Also, when you're thinking about things you need to do, a lot of us try to do this very, very nice list, neat Roman numeral kind of thing. Don't be afraid to use a graphic organizer. Don't be afraid to just kind of do pods of stuff you need to accomplish, so that then you can number them in the order of importance and go at them that way. And it helps you without having to take the time to organize into a very formal list. You can just kind of go with things, jotting down ideas as you think of them. If it's about one of the others, you just jot it down and get right back to what you're doing. So you don't have the distractibility factor quite as much as you like.
I love that, because I'm more of a control chaos kind of person, and not like the whole super organized and neat, tidy list. That's not me. Like, that's just how my brain works.
Good. Well, hopefully that'll help you.
Well, and when you see a lot of business people too, and especially if they have creative brains, you'll see doodles on the side and stuff, and everyone's different. Some people like to do things electronically. Me, I do a mix, but I love, like in my notes in my phone, there's always a running list, and I erase it off, and I'm like, yes. But then sometimes I need to do a physical line through it, and I'm like, accomplishment.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Marie, Rice Gardens. I am the Vice President of the Business Student Association at the College of Education at UHB in Victoria. I am a grad student, and I'm the MBA Global Fast Track right now. And I also have some more things that are on my plate. I have been toying with starting a new LLC called Community Alliance. It's going to be in connection with my family cattle ranch that's been established since, we're the sixth generation who's owned it in Goliad. My grandmother passed last April, and she gave us the reins, and we thought she was just going to sell it and divide it. So now I'm stuck with trying to figure out how to deal with the cattle. I know how to run them through a chute. I know how to give them a shot. I know how to get chased up a picnic table by a bull when I was about 8.
It sounds like you have all the skills.
Right, but when it comes to like fixing fence posts and having ranch hands and stuff like that, we've had people that have been doing that for years. But it's making me think about a career choice, because I've gotten a few degrees. I'm an alumni from UHB here, and also a UH Clear Lake. So yeah, it's been a 20-year experience for me with playing degrees here. So I'm thinking about how much can I handle. I do make lists, a lot of lists. I have Post-it
I can
notes.
see you made a list right there.
Yeah, just in case I need to get a hold of somebody that has somebody. I recognize a lot of faces in the room. Actually, Alex is my former boss. She used to be my president when I was vice president of the Trio Club. We worked together for a few years. And I keep forgetting that I have her in my pocket, and I think she forgets about me too.
That's what's great about this. You're like, oh wait, hold on. Hey, friend.
Yes, exactly. So just being here and being able to, one of my priorities when I was feeling like I have all these degrees, but I'm going nowhere fast, and I'm continuing to just stay. And I've got 26 years of experience in management and marketing. However, I'm not really doing anything with it. Coming into the innovation collections and really been able to partner with the right people,
I've been able to help some of our students to get a hold of organizations that they wanted to get connection with. So I'm really grateful for these meetings. And that's all I'll say.
Well, let me ask you about the organization you're president of.
Yes.
How can students here benefit from that, whether they're business majors or not? Can they be part of the stuff? What kind of stuff do y'all do?
Absolutely. We have actually our general body meeting tonight at 6 p.m.
Okay.
is going to be available on Teams. We have finance majors, accounting majors, regular business members, and then other students that just kind of don't know where they fit in. And we get together, we have events like we had Jaguar Day, and we had a little booth, and just kind of tell them, look, if you don't know where to go, we're going to push where to go. If you need to talk to an advisor, if you need counseling, if you don't know how to get your financial aid, we'll help you with that as well. There's a lot of internships too that we've been able to point them to, so I was thinking of that gentleman right there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much what the Business Student Association does. We work hand in hand with Rhiannon, Fabula, Mary Fields, yes, absolutely. My boss is Professor Michelle Lee, so
Also.
yeah. So yeah.
Now, do you have a website or a Facebook page, or how can people find you?
We just have the general on Jackson's, if you go to the Business Student Association, you'll be able to find me, and then we'll be able to.
Or they can contact you?
Or they can contact me, I'm here and there, I'm usually at the coffee box, that's my office, break the office, I like to get over there and skate and do some of our virtual meetings there.
Skate, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, the ball's closed.
There's no escape, you know.
Oh, I understand, flex time was something that wasn't, really expressed to us until, later. It sounded really great.
It did sound great.
It sounded amazing, but, we're working Saturdays, so.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a job says unlimited vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds great, but
Good to have you here, thank you.
thank you. And thank you for attending the meetings and helping community members and students. Like, it's been really awesome to see you there and to hear your ideas, and always love chatting. So thank you.
Hello. Hi. My name is Ilana. I'm a freshman here on campus. I'm actually president of the Rotary Club here on campus. I'm Rotary. I know
Yes, excellent. Yeah.
And I'm not from here, I'm from Killeen, Texas, by base. I work with a lot of house representatives. I actually have Human Rights Challenge Award. I got it my junior year of high school.
Wow.
And
Why am I getting more excited about that?
I did a lot of partnerships with the Boys and Girls Club, and I got a really big scholarship for it. I think it's really important to let you know that it doesn't matter where you came from, but what matters is where you're going. I grew up in foster care, and I was adopted in 2018, and I'm here really to kind of see how I can bridge the gap. Victoria has a lot of youth here that don't have a lot of opportunities, especially with the foster community. I recently just partnered with actually the president on campus and some of the advisors here, like Dr. White, to start a organization for foster kids here on campus. We pulled someone from each department, and what will happen is there'll be a website link that students who are foster care, when a foster kid is admitted into college, they'll have a team of advisors here to kind of lead them through everything. I think that's a very big discrepancy in schools. I had to do a lot of research for myself, being a foster student, on how to be able to pursue higher education. And that's something that a lot of foster students don't have access to. I'm a very big believer in advocacy and diversity, and I definitely agree that Victoria has and needs to do a lot of important things when it comes to both, but it's kind of just pointing people in the right direction. When it comes to knowing people, that's not the issue. The issue is kind of having a place to start here, especially where there hasn't been this discussion before. I've been working with a woman who is in partnership with Kids Grounded here. She's an amazing woman. I'm going to sign up to be a mentor because I did a mentee mentor program when I was in high school. And I think that that really does involve a lot of character development and change. I feel like it's very easy for students to start using self-reflection as a defense mechanism, but it's important for us to learn and grow and be better as individuals and set the right examples and standards for kids. And for youth with foster care and youth who grew up in certain homes, to understand that they can meet certain requirements and that they don't have to have a golden ticket to be able to go to college and receive higher education.
Okay, how old are you again?
I'm 18.
How much are you 18? Okay, so when Kendall Aguero becomes president of UHD, she's gonna be like a provost and a vice president, and not, God, it's gotta be you.
Kendall actually helped me a lot. She was my freshman orientation, no, my freshman seminar professor.
So you'll be in her cabinet, it's gonna be wonderful. How many of y'all are in the cabinet too? Seriously, you are freaking changing the world.
Yes.
That's so awesome. God.
And you know, there's a woman that actually recently got involved with Innovation Collective, and she's starting a homeless shelter. She was actually a foster kid herself and was homeless, and so she's working with homeless. So I think there's some connection there too as well. So.
I think that's important too, because I don't know if you guys notice, the shelters out here, they kind of, at night, they open up and then stay them for safety reasons. So the women and the children have to leave. And I think that's really sad. I grew up homeless. I know exactly what that's like. Like I said, I was blessed in 2018 to move here with my uncle. We did 25 years infantry. So I was very able to kind of go from a troubled youth to a structured young woman. And I think to be able to bridge that gap, certain things like that need to change. But that isn't just the Victoria thing, that's a world thing. So maybe in a couple
You just start with Victoria, then you'll roll the world.
Yes.
I love it. Yes, I'm here for it. Hi. She's amazing. So introduce yourself. Tell us what you do. She's a business owner, does all kinds of things.
Hello everyone, my name is Rosalia Perry. I now working for the Victoria Television Group, and we're working on the South Department. I also have my own business. It's called Avenue Company, and I started it, we started it in 2021, I think. And we are located right now inside Beaches of Tortilla Mercantile in Golden inside Hatchlands.
Excellent. Good. Now, are there additional jobs and internships at Victoria Television Group that any of our students or folks might be interested in?
Yes, we do have internships.
Okay.
I don't know which ones are available. I know currently we have a few students that they did theirs during spring break.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy to find that out for you guys if you need me to.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay. This is my coworker.
Hi, coworker.
Hello. Yeah, she talked me into coming out here. So,
Glad you did. Thank you for being here.
name's Matt Pritchard. I work with Victoria Television Company as well. I just started there my third week. I'm the digital sales strategist. I've worked at other, I came here via Waco and Corpus. So I've worked, this is my third station.
How are you finding Victoria?
Well, I found it. No, actually, I've grown up in Texas all my life, never been in Victoria, always drove through it or past it. And so being here, it's actually surprising me just about every other day. I find a new area, I'm like, oh wow, this is not what I expected. So it's pretty cool.
Excellent. So glad to have you too.
Glad to have
Glad
you
to be
here.
here.
So if you have a business or you're doing something and you need something on TV, go to people right there. Yes.
Okay, Carissa, can we talk a little bit more about the Think Big Festival? I know you kind of did a little preview, but what's in it for them? Because they're going to get the emails, they're going to hear about, we have tickets, we have this, but kind of explain what's in it for folks here in terms of that Think Big Festival and why they should participate.
So the Think Big Festival, it really does have a little something for everybody. Opening night, Thursday, April 25th. That's going to start 6 to 8 p.m. That's where you get to meet and greet the speakers. This is so important because, like I said, we have top industry experts. These are people who are changing the world, making amazing companies, businesses. They speak at huge events. They are actually flying down to Victoria, and they are going to take the chance to meet you guys and invest in you, right? And listen to you. Just like we're chatting, you get to go chat with them. I use the lady Beats by Dre headphones because most people know Dr. Dre or Beats by Dre headphones. She created these. And so you get to talk with her. She also does venture fund stuff, all kinds of things. You don't have to have a business to make this work for you. You don't have to have an idea. You just have to want to connect with people and learn and grow, right? And it's amazing. Even like I said, for me, I always meet people and I learn and grow in some capacity. It's been beneficial for my life. I know each of you could benefit. So Thursday night, April 25th, just show up, meet and greet at the IC Den downtown 120 South Main. Please let all the students know everybody's welcome. And then on Friday, we have the Tech Carnival. That's outside of 120 South Main downtown. If you know where the Little Box Coffee is, it's right in the parking lot in the Santa Rosa Street right there. That's where we actually have people showing drones, robots, electric cars, inventions, and everything in between. So it's really neat because it's different. We have innovative fashion designers. We have innovative artists that have done these amazing art projects. We have people who've created products that are going into shelves or are currently in shelves that are right here in Victoria. We also have people from out of town coming. If you've heard of the Free Water guy, he has like close to 1 million followers. I know students are into that stuff on TikTok. He's supposed to be there, so showing his model for free water. So there's all kinds of different people that are going to be there that you get to meet and you get to have fun. It's like, imagine you're going to a carnival, but it's cool, innovative things that you're seeing. So you're going to connect with people, our speakers will be there, and you'll get to have a good time, have fun. We'll have live music, food. It's a blast. It was so fun last year. And there's a lot of hands-on activities as well. On Saturday, from 1 to 5:30, we have the speaker series. This is, you think of your mastermind group, but pump that up. You get to hear their stories, trials, tribulations, failures, wins, life lessons learned, and then you get to actually ask them questions too. And it's so important because to me, when you invest in yourself to grow yourself and to learn from people who have been places you're aspiring to be, or just you want to learn their story, you'll hear me say nuggets of knowledge, because that's huge for me. You'll take these nuggets of knowledge away and you will never know when you'll pull that out of your pocket, right? And so it's really important to take that opportunity. Like I said, I will give you guys tickets. Just message me and let me know how many you need, and I will set you up so that you're able to attend that event. Then afterwards, 5:30 till question mark is a pub crawl. Last year, that was a really fun event. We walked by people high-fiving each other, and this isn't just going to the bars. It's more than that. If you don't want to drink, you don't have to, but each business downtown that is participating, they create their own drink. And you get to go inside the business, talk to the business owners if you choose, and you get to go with a group of people. If you don't come to the speaker series, you can gather a group of friends. There will be a list of businesses involved. Go walk around with your friends. Go have a good time. This is about bringing us together as a community and having fun. Like I said, if you don't drink, it's still fun. There's non-alcoholic things too. So this is a 3-day event that is really amazing. People connect, and I will tell you, everyone that attended last year, I can literally say everyone because I've talked to them all, they all took something away that made them grow and made their life better in some capacity. So I really hope you all reach out to me and for tickets if you can come. If you can't come to them all, just come try one thing and come hang out. I promise that you're going to have a great time.
So for the speaker series, will there be a schedule if people want to like come and go? Because maybe some people can't stay for the whole 4 hours or whatever.
Yes, we'll have it slotted out for people so they can come. If there's someone talking about something they want to see, then they can come and go. Most of the time people stay the whole time. There's not pressure, but it's because we'll have like Susan Palin, they'll interview just her, then we'll have a panel of people together. So it's really neat. Each thing you learn something different, and it may not even be related to the company they're running now, right? Hearing people's life stories. If you've seen the fireside chat, think about that, but amped up and a little different, right? So I want to make sure all of you can attend Thursday night, April 25th in the Den, 120 South Main. Just show up. That's from 6 to 8 p.m.
I think something you could emphasize is people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to send employees to these kinds of workshops.
Oh, I'm going to one in Nashville, and it's one that, I got given the ticket, but those tickets are $5,000.
Okay.
And they don't even have, what's crazy to me, we actually have more higher caliber speakers coming to ours. And this thing that somebody gave me the ticket to is $5,000 for a ticket.
Okay, so did you hear Carissa? She's going to give you a ticket for free. For free, you're gonna get that. And it's a very, very valuable thing, so if you can take advantage. Questions for Carissa as we finish up?
Anybody,
Online,
anywhere.
our online folks, we don't want to ignore you. Do you have any questions or anything you would like to add to this, folks online?
Or even if you just want to pop in and introduce yourself really quickly before we wrap up, we would love to know who you are and just kind of what you do really quickly.
Anybody online want to come in? All right. So we will put contact info in this chat if you want to get with Carissa. Carissa, what is the best way to get with you? Email, and your email is?
Email Carissa, Karissa, at innovationcollective.co. That's innovationcollective.co, not .com.
And we'll put that in the chat. And of course, you can always contact me if you lose any of these addresses or phone numbers or whatever, and I can try to then get to Carissa and get the information. What a wonderful afternoon this has been. It's only been an hour. It seems like more, but thank you so much for Carissa for coming to UHV. We really, really appreciate it. I would encourage students, especially students, to chat with some of these folks that you heard of today. This is where it starts, right? Making those kind of connections. Thank y'all all so much. We hope you'll come back for more events. All right.
It's not easy to talk in front of people about what you're doing or your dreams or ideas or anything. So I appreciate all of you being brave and doing that. So, and I can't wait to see you guys all next time. And like I said, please reach out to me if something even just pops in your head later. If you have a question or you're looking to connect with somebody on something, just let me know. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I love doing. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good rest of your day. And I see business cards over here, so please take those from her. If anyone else has any business cards that they want to hand out, please feel free to. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, everybody. We've got food still. Please go get some food. You got those classes coming up in the afternoon. You need some energy. Excellent. Thank you. Wonderful.